you guys ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
We're ready.
Ah!
What's up, guys? I'm Rachele Brooke Smith.
And I'm Nikki Soohoo.
And we are both actresses who are extremely passionate about using our gifts and talents to better the world.
Today, we thought that it would be really awesome for us to highlight and just show recognition for women that have actually inspired us in entertainment. Because I think we all need role models.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but we want to see a lot more badass females in the entertainment industry rising up and not only creating amazing content that inspires the world, but also doing things
in the world
that are changing the world.
Yes, so today we actually have our first person that we'd like to highlight, somebody that we've literally grown up watching on TV.
And love very much.
She's pretty much the most badass chick that's out there right now. It's Angelina Jolie. Notice that like people that are just confidently who they are, even if they're weird, I think just being genuine, it helps you come off as genuine because you are going to be the best you. No one else is going to be better at being you than you.
That is one of our favorite things about Angelina Jolie and something that we both, I think I've really tried to do. I know especially when I was younger, that was so hard for me. I just was so insecure and always wondering what people thought about me and like
how to fit in.
Yes, like all that stuff.
But I think that's natural, you know. I think that people are community-based people, like relationships and interacting and having friends and feeling accepted is important. And we all go through that stage of being like, how can I be what everyone wants us to be? But I think the older that you get and the more you start to realize just being a confident you, doing what you love to do, being happy.
Be you. And I'm like,
what does that mean?
I don't know what that means. How is this to be? I don't know what that means. And I think it does take a lot of just time and growth and experimenting, you know, a little bit like adventuring, exploring, being around different people. I think if you're struggling with that, something that really helped me was I always used to listen to everybody. If somebody told me advice, I would just take it. Like I said, really changed my life. Anytime you hear something from somebody, any sort of like comment or advice or judgment or anything, unless you want to be like them, why are you listening to them? Like, if you really like think about it, like I used to just like take what everybody said to me.
Especially people that like mean a lot to you. You know, like you admire them or you love them, but it doesn't mean that they're living the life that you want to live.
And so they've created their own, we all have our own little realities that we live in. So why listen to somebody that has a completely different reality than what it is that you want? I would listen to Angelina Jolie if she gave me advice because like I want to be like her. Yeah. I want to have that kind of life. I want to be that kind of person and with that confidence and that impact, that kind of career. So I'm gonna listen. But if somebody else that hadn't done any of those things gave me something like an advice or a critique, why would I?
Another thing that could really help in finding who you are is to look at the things that you do and analyze and reflect on what is making you happy, where you almost like maybe lose a sense of time because you could just keep doing this stuff, you know, forever. Or even for me, one of the things that I realize is something that really makes me me is my relationships. You know, my friends, I love my friends. I love spending time with them. And so every week, you know, I'll host a game night just so I can see my friends. And it really helps me be me all the time because I'm like, this feels great. This is what I'm meant to be doing, you know?
I love that. And see, like even that's a gift and talent of hers that she can like put on events and host events. That's uniquely her. And that's her saying, I like this, so I'm gonna make it a priority to do these things. You know, if dancing makes you happy, keep dancing, you know, and see what comes from that. Or if playing characters makes you happy, take acting classes, you know, like get into that and just try. I think some people don't try things or don't put it as a priority of like what is making me happy to do. A lot of people have to-do lists, right? But have you ever made a feeling list? What do you want to feel today? Because everybody's talking about what are my to-do lists, but if none of those, if our whole purpose, you know, our whole goal and want is to be happy, but we never have it on our list.
That's not a goal.
That's not a goal. Like we're missing something. How are we ever going to achieve happiness if that's not ever on our to-do list, you know? 3 of our favorite films that she's done: Tomb Raider, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and Wanted.
I also like Girl Interrupted a little bit before.
Such a good one.
She's just such a great actress.
I mean, we have to mention Salt too. Interesting fact for you today. Did you know that Angelina Jolie started acting when she was 7 years old?
And another really cool interesting fact, the role that she played in the movie Salt was actually written for a man. And not just any man, Tom Cruise.
Okay, I really did not know that, so that's pretty freaking interesting.
I think that's so badass.
So badass.
I mean, yeah, you're taking men's roles here, you know?
Not just any man, like Tom Cruise.
Right?
And now she's directing too,
yeah,
which is
and she
another
writes her own content. She basically does everything.
And she's an amazing mother of like a
lot of kids. Not just any kids, but a group of very diverse kids.
Cool.
And what I love is she doesn't try and put them into boxes or make them like stereotypically what boys are like and what girls are like. She's like, be whatever you want. You want to cut your hair, shave your head. You want to dress like a boy, go ahead. You want to, you know,
love that. It's
just
so
be you.
cool.
Be whatever you feel like being, and that's okay.
I love that.
So this is actually an awesome quote that we found that she said.
So good.
I thought it really speaks to what we were just talking about, how she raised her kids and what she wants for girls in the world. She said, I don't think about beauty. And mind you, this is like one of the most beautiful women in the world. She says, I wake up and I want to be a smarter person.
Heck yeah.
That's my focus. I'm encouraging my girls that if they can make their insides and who they are really, really stunning, then everything falls together.
I literally have a tear.
That is beautiful.
So beautiful. Even to think, like you said, that's coming from one of the most beautiful women ever. It's incredible that she would say that. I love that. Thank you, Angelina Jolie.
But I think that is such a great statement. Just like we were talking about earlier about who you are and who you create on the inside, when you feel like you're really you and you're genuine and you're happy and you emanate this sense of positivity and love because you just accept that, you know?
I love that. So, well, and the other thing I love too is that, you know, maybe that's what makes her so incredible and look so beautiful and have that kind of like that persona about her that just is captivating. And I really do, as cheesy as that is like beauty is from the inside, I really do believe that. When you feel good inside, when you feel good about who you are, you feel good about what you're doing, you feel like you're living on purpose, you feel like you're like going after your goals and your dreams, you have integrity, you're doing all the things, like you can have that self-confidence. When you look in the mirror, there's a difference. I feel like I look different when I'm living on purpose, when I know that I'm using my gifts and talents to better the world. I love that she talks about, I just want to be a smarter person. That is so powerful to me because so many people say, I work so hard, like how come I'm not getting what I want? It's not about working hard. There's so many people that work so hard, but it's about like working smarter, you know, and learning how to be a smarter person. And that's my focus, rather than I think, especially what will always make you stand out is your inside rather than anything exterior.
Another great quote that she said that we thought was actually really cool. Tell them the quote.
Oh, yeah, it's a really great quote. She says, I only play roles of women that I would date.
She makes sure that they're a badass, that they're smart, that they're everything that she would want to be or that she'd want in a person.
Absolutely, and I don't know about you, but like I would definitely date Angelina Jolie.
Yeah. I don't know.
Massive girl crush.
You know, a lot of times as actors, you can find yourself like just wanting to work.
Yeah.
And so at the compromise of you maybe playing roles that don't make you feel good about playing. And if you've noticed in the movies that she's played in, she usually always plays some type of badass chick that's strong and independent and can fight, which is awesome.
Yes, if you know either of us, you know that we're kind of obsessed with fighting. So.
Yeah, we love big badasses, or at least try.
And what's so cool about that too is that she even played those type of roles even when that wasn't a big thing in Hollywood. I mean, I think it definitely is like coming up a little bit more that's more of like a wanted thing. But you know, even when she did like Tomb Raider and even like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, that wasn't like a big thing back then.
Yeah, I don't know that people were ready for that type of stuff necessarily, and she's like, I don't care, that's what I want to play, that's what I want to make, and I'm gonna do it, and then it was a hit.
And that's the kind of power that we all have. Like you have that kind of power to say like, I'm gonna start this trend, like I'm gonna stand up for what I believe in, and it's amazing when you do that, other people just gravitate towards that.
Totally.
Not only do we love her and are super inspired by her because of all of her amazing work in the film industry, but also she is using her gifts and talents to literally change the world.
Yeah, if you don't know, she is a huge humanitarian, and she's actually won the award as the youngest recipient for the Jean Herschel Humanitarian Award. She does a lot of things. She's like a huge advocate for refugees, for preserving wildlife,
for women's rights.
Yeah, totally. Women's rights, conserving natural resources. And she's also an ambassador for the United Nations High Commissioner of Refugees.
And what I love so much about this is that, I mean, I think a lot of people have maybe some negative stereotypes about celebrities in Hollywood. this woman and so many other people are doing so many amazing things, like using their platform for so much good. And we just want to do this because we really believe that the more we focus on, what we focus on expands.
And share it.
Yes, and sharing it and talking about it, like all the awesome stuff people are doing. Like, there's enough stress and worry and doubt and fear in the world, you know, but there is a lot of awesome stuff going on in the world. And the more we talk about it, the more we're going to see.
So the biggest takeaways that we got from this are, one, don't be afraid to be you. And that doesn't mean just externally.
Yes, like she said, like she focused on being a smarter person every day. That was her main focus. So if you can focus on that, then you will be a badass just like her.
Be a good inside, have a good inside with your good outside. Our second big takeaway is to not be afraid to stand up for what you believe in.
That is huge. And again, she stood up for what she believed in.
She still does.
Still does all the time. And it creates that ripple effect, you know, because she does that. It allows other women to be, or other people to be like, oh, well, I can do it too.
Yeah, exactly. To speak out, especially against things that are going on in the world that really need attention.
Yeah, and to use your platform to better the world. You know, she is not just thinking of her immediate, even family, and that would be an amazing thing to do. But you can also think of so much like bigger and be like, you know, what I love about her so much is that she's a citizen of the world.
Totally.
You know, it's not like she's like, I'm just
she's a literal world changer.
Yes, world changer, which I think we both really aspire to be. What makes us different is what makes us awesome. So why do we keep trying to put people in different boxes? And I think that's a main message that she's constantly sending, that I'm super grateful for. And her quote about playing roles and women that she would date, really, I think to me, is like, surround yourself with people that you want to be around.
Totally. Yeah, people that inspire you, hang out with them or do what they do, be that, you know, and that's how you're gonna better become it.
Also, that you become like the people you surround yourself with. You know, that she said, I only want to play roles of women that I'd want to date, you know, that I want to be like. So just like for you, if you have people in your life that you don't want to be like, maybe don't spend as much time with them.
Yeah, or just focus on spending your time with people that are doing what you want to do.
Yeah, because then you'll soon become, I'm sure you guys have heard this quote, like you become like the people that you, like the 5 people that you surround yourself with the most. Thanks guys again for joining us.
Yes.
We can't wait to hear from you, so make sure and comment, question, subscribe below, and let us know who you want us to highlight next. Who inspires you, and who do you think deserves the next Female Badass in Entertainment Award?
Yes, because we're giving awards.
Yay!